my wife, because this is her thing, she went out to put lights on all the bushes like she always does, and she went out in 50-some degree weather and sunshine, was able to do that this year. That was nice. Hope you had a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving, and so glad to see everybody. I just want to do a reminder, if you're wanting to maybe do something different and looking for just, you know what, I need to get more familiar with the Bible. If I just had a Bible study I could use, we got some, and all you have to do is ask. I'll be happy to hand one out to you. We got a few left from Genesis, a few left from Daniel, and a few left from the book of Ephesians. And if you'd like any of these, just let me know. They're built to be about a 7-week study, and it's fairly self-explanatory, but just ask. I'll be happy to give you one at any time. So anyway, we are into the Christmas season. We're into Advent, and it's so good to see everybody this morning, and I'm just glad you're here. I hope it's been a good week. I hope it's been a restful week in your homes, and I'm ready for a wonderful Christmas. For the next 4 weeks, we're going to be in the Gospel of Luke. This is the gospel that really gives us the most information. When you get to Mark doesn't give us anything about Jesus' birth or childhood. Neither does the Gospel of John, but Matthew and Luke do, and they give us little tidbits, but the biggest stories are, of course, in the Gospel of Luke. And a lot of Christmases we're trying to be creative and find different things, but not this Christmas. I just want to get back to the Gospel of Luke and to the story of Jesus as an infant, his birth. And so we are in today Luke chapter 1, which is when Mary gets the news that she has a special role to play. And starting in verse 50, we read, "His mercy extends to those who fear him from generation to generation. He has performed mighty deeds with his arm. He has scattered those who are proud in their inmost thoughts. He's brought down rulers from their thrones, but lifted up the humble. He's filled the hungry with good things, but has sent the rich away empty. He has helped his servant Israel, remembering to be merciful to Abraham and his descendants forever, even as he said to our fathers." This is kind of a strange verse, but there's a time this Christmas for everything. And today, I think the time is time for a reversal. If you were alive in the first century in Palestine, you could have got the sense pretty easily that everyone was just ready for change. Israel yearned to be free from the Romans. I don't think we have an understanding. One of the difficulties that we have when we approach the Bible is that we exist in probably the most powerful political entity in the history of the world, by any stretch, by any measure. And Israel was certainly not that. Rome was. And so the people that wrote the New Testament were looking up at what was this behemoth of power, and they were relatively powerless. Israel yearned to be free from the Romans. But even if they got free, they were hardly strong enough to survive on their own. They needed a protector. Think about it. Somewhere in your neighborhood growing up, I bet somebody had a little brother. And I mean, he was not only a little brother, he was a little brother. And maybe he was a late grower, maybe he was small for his age, or all kind of things. And he wanted to participate in the football game or the neighborhood pickup basketball game. He was always one of the last ones to be picked. And maybe some of the neighborhood guys got together and said, "Hey, little Smith over there, hey, don't pick him last, and we're going to, no one's allowed to pick on him. We're allowed to pick on him, and no one else is allowed to pick on him." And little Smith, he was, at one sense, okay, he was maybe safe from the bullies, but he always kind of resented having this protection. He wanted to exist where he didn't need protection. I think that's very much like Israel was. They resented Rome. They hated Rome. And the Jews, on a religious sense, They wanted to be free. They saw the Romans, they go, those are Gentiles. We want to be free from Gentiles being in charge of our affairs. We want to cast our own vision here. But we can't get around that because Rome is just, everywhere we turn, it's Rome. And there was a sense that things were just not right. King Herod taxed and taxed and taxed again on top of what Rome taxed because he was always had a building project. One of the building projects in the first century about this time was there was this new town being built named Sepphoris. Sepphoris was about 3 miles downhill from this little village called Nazareth. And if you were, let's say, a carpenter in Nazareth, there was work. You'd get up in the morning, you walk downhill about an hour to get to Nazareth. You'd work all day. At the end of the day, you'd walk uphill, probably an hour and 5 minutes because it was uphill to get back home. I think Joseph probably worked at Sepphoris quite a lot. And as King Herod taxed and taxed and taxed, his only question was, what do I want? What can I build as a monument to me? Never was the question, what is best for the people? There's a group called the Pharisees. The Pharisees wanted to ensure that the people did all the right things. And to help ensure they did the right things, they were very nice. They created quite the checklist with hundreds of things on it to be sure the people did everything right. And it was some very strange things on there. Now, we think they're bad guys. Actually, a lot of the people asked for the checklist. We want to know if we're doing the right thing, so would you please help us out? Let us know specifically how many steps we can take, how much weight we can lift, how much cooking we can do, what can be in the pot. Can I carry the pot to the stove, or does the pot already have to be there before the Sabbath day? Oh, it got very intricate. Which is okay because some of you grew up in the home of intricate parents. Does this sound familiar? I wonder if we can imagine, think real hard, maybe if we try real hard, we can imagine political leaders that just like to tax and tax and tax to fund their pet projects. I know it's tough, but see if you can join there with me. Think if you can think about maybe a local ruler that likes to tax and tax and tax without care for the people. I know this is a big stretch. I'm going to ask you to really put your thinking caps on this morning. And every time they say it's for everybody's benefit, and yet it's not. We can go back to this year. We can go back to 96. We can go back to 2000, 2004. I don't care what year. They have this question they ask, the pollsters ask. They ask, do you think the country's on the right track? And every year, the answer is no in a vast majority over yes. And they go, well, that means we're going to have to elect the opposite side in. And that might be what happens, but the reason why things are on the right track has very little to do with who we vote for. We have the same general sense today. This is Herod behind me. He was a master builder, but he didn't really care much. The people didn't like him in return. And as they wanted change, I think the change sometimes came about in a very unexpected way. Here's the thing. As the people clamored for change, I wish God would do something about this. They weren't aware that God was already on the move in a very tangible sense. I have this mental picture. This mental picture is a group of Jewish people upset, and they gathered, they're loudly complaining. Maybe you started to hear some shouts of down with Herod or down with Rome. And when is our God going to do something? When is he going to decide to do anything? Why doesn't he show up? And as they're chanting and as they're all in an uproar, a 6-month pregnant Mary walks by. Sometimes we wonder why something doesn't happen. And just in that day, they never noticed Mary. I don't know why they would. God moving in that way was so unexpected. I think we can do the same things today. In every way, the change God was bringing about in that day was unexpected. There's nothing about this story that was expected. Why on earth would God come to Bethlehem and not Jerusalem? Well, why would he even waste time with Jerusalem? Why wouldn't God come to Rome? If I was coming, if I was God, I'd show up in Rome. Then everybody would notice. I mean, who would not notice that? If I was a God today, I'd come in, I don't know, New York. Or D.C., where all the political writers are. Or, I don't know, Brussels, Belgium, where the EU is at. I would go to some capital building where the powerful and the moneyed and the influential are. But for some reason, that's not what happened. And then even when God walked the streets, he walked the streets of Nazareth and Capernaum. It wasn't really Jerusalem until the very end. For some reason, God has instituted what I like to call a sideways kingdom. And we live in a top-down world. And so sometimes when we want something to happen, we want something to happen at the top. And want that change imposed from the top down. Oh, that's easier. And we still want that. The problem is, I think we live in a world where we think if we could just get the right person in power, then everything will be all right. And I am one, and I think I'm right about this, our politicians do not shape the culture. The politicians that we elect reflect the culture. The people that we have that are in charge because they look like us. That's why we vote for them. They say the right thing. They put the right bumper sticker. They have the right phrase. And we still live in a world that wants a top-down kingdom. And they did at that time. The thing that God did, though, was very different. Instead of a king that decides to come and force change, the kingdom that was instituted with that first Christmas asks us to follow. Doesn't demand, doesn't shout it down, doesn't even come in a really visible way that everybody would notice, but rather comes in a quiet, unexpected way and almost whispers a request. A kingdom that says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and heavy burdened, and I will give you rest." A kingdom that says we are not asked to follow this leader into a battle, but we're called to love our neighbor more, and we're called to love ourselves less. We live in a world that understands loving our neighbor. We like the idea of loving our neighbor up until the point where we're asked to love ourselves less. And then it gets sticky. This sideways kingdom, we're called to serve and even sacrifice. And Jesus came into a world, not unlike ours, that thought the enemy was always them. Right there, it's the Roman soldier. That's the them. The Gospel of Mark, the first person in the Gospel of Mark to say, certainly this man was the Son of God, was a Roman soldier. But Jesus came and had a different kind of agenda. Instead of saying, them is the enemy, he said, no, the real enemy is anger and lust and pride and greed and self-centeredness. But here's the issue. if that's the enemy, if the enemy's not them, and if the enemy is these kind of things, oh, that's bad news, because that means the enemy is already present in me. And the enemy's already made a lot of inroads. And so if all the time I'm spending battling them out there, the real enemy's going unchecked. If the enemy is them, we're always so ready to sign up and get behind someone who promises to do battle against them and to go after them. I know I've said this before. Unfortunately, I am old enough to remember the Flip Wilson show. Everybody over the age of 55 is nodding their head. Flip Wilson made his big impact with, you know it, the devil made me do it. And no matter what happened, it was the devil made me do it, the devil made me do it. And I've met a lot of people that kind of unconsciously follow a same kind of philosophy. What I've learned, I think, is my biggest enemy in life is a guy named Doug Ward. And has always been my biggest enemy. Because the enemy is not them. The enemy is these other things. What's interesting is the people that God chose to lift up and work with were not at all the kind of people that you'd expect. I'd have expected more Roman soldiers. I'd have expected Herod. In fact, when Herod found out that there might be something brewing, all of a sudden he got really jealous. And when he heard that maybe this king had been born, well, he had a different answer for that. We'll just try to kill every male under 2, and I'm sure I'll get a lot of innocents, but I'll get the real one as well. To play a part in God becoming man, a teenage girl from a very devout, Pharisaical family was chosen. This always surprises people. In the ancient, in Israel in the first century, there were 2 groups of Jews. There was one group of Jews, that lived in Capernaum. Those were the biggest group. They followed a guy named Rabbi Hillel, and they were actually quite popular. People on the street really liked them, and they were viewed as the friend of the people. That's why they wrote all the rules for people, so they would know exactly what to do. On the other side was this smaller Jewish group centered around this little dusty town named Nazareth. And we kind of knew who they were because they would name their kids after the people from Genesis. So if they had a son, they might name him Isaac or Jacob or Joseph. And if they had a daughter, they might name her Miriam or Mary. And so what's interesting is not only that, her husband was also a Pharisee named Joseph. From Nazareth, very devout, very strict, wanted a girl from just that kind of family, and was shocked when she showed up with child. The smart thing for him to do, politically, would be to get rid of her and kind of put her out and force her to struggle raising this child. And I don't know if he believed her very strange story or not. But whether he did or not initially, he said, no, I'll keep her. We'll follow through and get married, and I'll raise this son as if he were my own. And doing so cost him politically within his own community. Any chance he had to rise up through those ranks was gone. He had to live with the whispers and the shame and the embarrassment. And we know that was going on. Read John chapter 8 when he's in the debate with the Jews. And the Jews look at Jesus and say, we're not illegitimate. Wink. We know your story. You're the carpenter's son. Then when he starts his public ministry, he starts running around with some very questionable people. One was a tax collector named Matthew. Tax collectors were no more popular then than they are now. Except then, you had to see the tax collector. Now it's all withheld. You never see it. It's all this stuff. Imagine you have to go face to face, and a guy with 2 guards behind him actually took the money out of your pocket. There you go. That's who Matthew was. Now Matthew's being asked to fund a different kind of kingdom. Then Jesus started hanging around with these other 2 people, these 2 brothers with a very iffy reputation, so much so they were called sons of thunder. I don't know what that means, but that sounds like the other side of the tracks to me. There might even have been some gang affiliation, rumor has it. Why else would you have a name like that? They weren't called sons of chiffon or sons of velvet. Then he started hanging around. In fact, he had a really close relationship with this fisherman with this really intense desire to see Rome overturned and defeated. And then Jesus started to use this very same gentleman to overturn Rome, but not in the way the fisherman thought it would happen. This Peter would have to learn a completely unexpected and different way to do it. It was the reverse of what he thought. Eventually, in the years right after Jesus' death, this very intense, zealous Jew would be asked to be the person to go and reach all the Gentiles. What a stunning reversal. So when we get to a time like Christmas, it might be time again for some reversals. Personal reversals. But let me warn you to start with, the change that God starts will be surprising and maybe a little uncomfortable from time to time. It's concerned not with defeating them, but as Matthew would put it, what's the overflow of your heart? It will force us to look inside to see some things that might need reversing. It will force us to look in unexpected ways at unexpected people. We might find God moving amongst the strangest kind of folk that we would never think. It may even ask us to consider, of all the problems we think we have, perhaps the leading problem that we have is me in all of our lives. And even as we exist in a world that still looks for the powerful and the wealthy and those with note and fame to lead the way, God still moves among the common. And I know what we're thinking. You say God moves among the common, and we're in church today. Pastor, how dare you call me common? Well, let me tell you something. I wear that moniker with pride. From a single mom, and I grew up in Fair Park, and that means nothing to you, but it means a lot to me. Fair Park. We were about 3 big steps below common. We had to aspire to common. I know we live in a world, hey, I want to be one of those, I want to be amongst the experts, the people everybody looks to. Can I ask you a question? Just take a look at the last 20 years. What is the track record of the experts the last 20 years? It couldn't be worse. I don't care if it's the financial world, the political world, the immunological world. It can't be worse than it is right now. Maybe the powerful, the self-described elite, maybe all the people who have this special dispensation in their own mind are not where we need to be looking anyway. And I don't know why we would. God rarely has moved among the palaces of this world. His kingdom is sideways. It goes from person to person, neighbor to neighbor, when we're looking out and meeting the needs of people around us. And yes, for some reason, and I don't really know why, God seems to work with the strange and the oddball, which should be good news. Because while we all look so presentable, there's a little bit of strange in all of us. This morning, I had to eat my bowl of mini wheats in the wrong bowl. All the right bowls were dirty, and I had to use the wrong bowl. I can't tell you what it is, but it doesn't taste right in that bowl. It only tastes right in this bowl. And if I have hot chocolate, it has to be in one mug. And if I have this, it has to be in this drink. I mean, it's very, very specific. Some of you, when you had Thanksgiving dinner, I don't understand it. You put your corn and your stuffing and your mashed potatoes and your green bean casserole and your turkey all in the same pile where the food was touching each other. I don't understand that. How can you eat food that's touching each other? See, we're all a little strange. We all have things that we all find. Some of you in the 50th iteration of this, some of you just 2 nights ago, because it was on, sat down and were entertained by The Princess Bride. I don't understand that. God always moves amongst the unexpected. God always moves amongst people. And often it's people that have histories and have pasts and have things. This very first verse that we read today in Luke chapter 1, verse 50, His mercy extends to those who fear Him from generation to generation to generation. And He's brought down rulers, but He's lifted up the humble. I'm thinking about even the Christmas story we'll get to eventually. The first people to hear the news were shepherds. No one liked shepherds. Even the wise men or the magi or the 3 kings, and we can use those interchangeably, who came from the east, they were bitterly disappointed, I think, when they wound up where they wound up. They were expecting to be in a place of importance, but weren't. Maybe this is a season to reevaluate what's important. Maybe this is a season where we weigh what's vital and what's meaningful. This is a season to change. We celebrate this change culturally in odd ways at a certain level. I mean, George Bailey realized his life, his less than perfect life, was really the impactful life. But he had to go a roundabout way where he figured out that maybe what he was doing wasn't as meaningless as he thought. We learn this season that the oddball reindeer with the red nose is really the most important one, especially if this Christmas Eve is foggy. We realize every single night, we realize anew and afresh in a different location that the boy that stayed home to manage the hardware store and oddly enough run the local town's Christmas festival is really the guy that the girl should have married all along. And not the rich lawyer from New York. I don't even know the name of the movie. It'll be on tonight at 8 o'clock. We celebrate reversals all the time. And maybe this is Christmas, we can celebrate a reversal again. As we wish that maybe our home was this big, or we had this, that maybe everything of value is still the people around the table or the tree. Of all the things that we think are most important in life, maybe the most important thing is that we connect once again to the Jesus who came to earth the first Christmas. And maybe everything that's right and valuable doesn't exist in a financial market or a political market like D.C., but in a God that came and walked amongst us. So maybe this season, this time, this morning is the perfect morning, the perfect time for your reversal.